It's on the... Ah! He made it! Oh my...
Hello everyone and welcome to King Stadium. It's another edition of Huntington University Women's Soccer. Tonight they'll be taking on the Oakland City University Athletic Mighty Oaks. These two teams meeting for the first time in history. First matchup between these two schools ever. The Foresters looking to win their third straight match against a really tough opponent here this evening. I'm Preston Husband alongside the rest of the FDN Sports crew. Shortly, we'll be joined by João Ratinho of the men's soccer team. He'll be taking on the color commentary role here tonight. And before he gets here, we'll introduce you to starters, kick it to the national anthem, and then we will have kickoff between the Foresters and the Mighty Oaks. First, for the Huntington Foresters, Ireland Arney will be in goal. This is her fourth start in 4 games. Ellie Sorincioni coming off her first career match. Maria Cote having a great start to her season. Joya Drent, Madeline Guile. Joya in the midfield coming off a great game in her last time out. Guile very aggressive on the outside. Greta Hunsaker, Ella Theard, Sophie Shepard had a goal in the last match as well. Raya Holiday, Gianna Simons, who has 3 goals in 3 straight matches, and Paige Weiss in the back. Of course, they are led by Coach David Lewis in his 5th season at HU. He has been coaching for over 30 years now, one of 25 coaches in the NCAA to win 400 games. For the visitors, Yeza Ramos from Barcelona, Spain, getting the starting goal. Paolo Rodon, Libby Hyatt from England is going to be on the back line, a freshman. Alice Thorin, Polly Hogg, also from the UK. Labna Bouquer is from France, and she's a freshman midfielder. Macy Woolcock, Lynn Adolfson-Funk, Jana Mueller, Tatiana Stenau, and Maggie Mabuto. A lot of international influence for the visitors here tonight. We'll talk more about that once we get this one underway. Right now, we're about to kick it to prayer and the national anthem. We'll be back for kickoff here on FDN Sports in just a few minutes.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
This is how we like to do it.
Just about ready for kickoff here at King Stadium. The Foresters starting their season with 4 straight home matches tonight, taking on the Oakland City University Mighty Oaks, team down from Oakland City, Indiana, southern school in the state. And tonight, these two teams meeting for the first time in both program history. Should be a good matchup. Oakland City coming off a great season last year. They're led by Jamie Bladen, who as a player and a coach has been extremely successful He's been at several different NAIA programs. He was also a Division I soccer player himself, where he was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame at his alma mater. That was actually Lee's McRae College in 2022. But before that, he was at the University of Wisconsin of Milwaukee. He has coached extremely well in the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference while he was with the Wolves of Cardinal Stritch University. His team won the 2016 CCAC regular season title, as well as the 2018, 2020, 21, and 2022 conference tournament champions. And they are ready to go tonight. They'll be going on your screen from left to right in the road black kits. The Foresters in their home white kits. We are underway. HU at 2-1 on the season, coming off a nice 3-0 win just a couple of nights ago, Wednesday night here at King Stadium. Maria Cote has been a big part of that. She had her first touch there, headed it forward, and we'll have our first throw in for the Foresters. Another really warm day here in Huntington. Temperatures right around 90 degrees. Real feel up to 100 this afternoon. I would assume we'll see some water breaks again. This will be a great test for HU tonight. Team that plays a really fun style of soccer. Lots of goal scorers on the opposing team, and a team well coached. Obviously with a coach that's had a ton of success in his career. Bodo working in the back. A lot of, as I mentioned, foreigners on this opposing team of Oakland City. They have recruited well internationally. It's something that we see more on the men's side here at HU, but still a couple of international players throughout the year for this women's soccer team. Wada Tafesi, one of them. You'll hopefully see her later in this match, and also Maria Cote, who's been a real star for the Foresters here in her junior campaign. HU still heading in the right direction with Coach David Lewis. You'll hear it on the broadcast tonight. A ton of freshmen playing impact minutes for this team, and the most important part so far, a couple of goal scoring opportunities from different players. Last year was mostly Sophie Shepard and Paige Weiss. This year, Gianna Simons has stepped up in a big way. We've seen Cote come up with a few goal chances and scoring one and assisting on 2 others, now 3 in her career. So something to watch against this Mighty Oaks team that is 1-1, coming off a 2-1 loss to Georgetown their last time out. Hunsaker battling in the box. Chance here early for the visitors. That one is deflected up and out of play, and it is going to be a corner kick for Oakland City here just about 2.5 minutes into the match. Look and see who's going to swing this ball in from the corner. Looks like it's going to be Macy Woolcock, the Englishman, hits it in. It's knocked away by the Foresters and then poked out by Joya Drent. Still on the attack are the Mighty Oaks. Mabutko will drop it back. Picking it up in the midfield is Bouquier. Player from France, inside the foot, finds the midfielder Mueller. She takes a shot, and that one's deflected out of play. Weiss in the way, and it'll be another goal kick coming for the Mighty Oaks. This Oakland City team not afraid to shoot at several of their players in the midfield and up front. Will take shots at will, and they're always looking to score. So far, momentum on their side. This time, the opposite corner swung in a little too far over top of the bar, and it'll be a goal kick, a little relief for the Forester defense. HU definitely leans on a lot of their younger players, but Arnie, Guile, Drent, the seniors out there right now who provide that skill and obviously a lot of games under their belts that allows them to teach these young players who have shown some really bright spots so far this year. Drent intercepts. Guile pulls it down. Cote Now back to Guile. They'll try pushing it forward to Shepard. As Sophie, her sister Caroline, still trying to get one of her knees completely healthy at the moment. Just taking it easy, making sure that she's 100% before she hits the go button. Cirencioni, Carmel Greyhound, coming off a game where she scored her first career goal from about 20-25 yards out. Looked to be a cross, but it went in the back of the net, so it goes as a shot, and it's her first career goal at the collegiate level. Sounds like she had scored previously in high school, actually off of a corner kick, so similar type of goal. Cote tries swinging it to the left side of the pitch, has a knockback. Weiss will pick it up. And now Joya Drenth out wide, Raya Holiday. She's been playing a lot more minutes this season and really sharp on that back line. Drenth crossing pass that finds Simons. Tries to go to Shepard, knocked off the back line. Drenth trying to keep it on the Foresters' half, and now it's going to find the back line of Cirencioni. Ellie loses out. Woolcock looking for a shot, knocks it out of play, and it'll be an HU goal kick. This Oakland City team, talk about how solid of a program they could be and will be under Jamie Bladen. They have so many freshmen that are already impacting their season. Here in the first two matches, freshmen have really led their team and assisting and goal scoring, and that's something to keep an eye on. Shepard gets the loose ball, goes for goal, didn't get quite enough on it. It's picked out of there by Yeza Ramos, her first save of the night. And Shepard had 6 shots in the last match, 2 on goal. She felt like she probably could have had 2 or 3. You'll still take the 1. She also added an assist, but a chance she'll think about if this game stays close. We'll see if she gets another opportunity. Maybe an opportunity for the opposing team now. Paige Weiss steps up and somehow finds Cote, who will poke it back to Joya Drenth. Drenth coming off of a really solid match. Maybe doesn't always show up in the box score, but really aggressive against IU South Bend. Mueller, the German, has it poked away by Drenth and now picked up on the backside, tapped forward by Hogg. Another pass swung to the outside. Cirencioni able to clear that one out of play. See the replay here. Cirencioni smartly knocking that one out of play, keeping the danger away, but it might be back on here. Mabutko tries driving one in, and Weiss is there to stab it away and knock it out of play. Foresters in the offseason oftentimes throughout the summer months go 2-a-days. He'll arrive here 5-6 a.m., practice as the sun comes up, get right back out here in the evening and work, and a big reason why is because of games like this. When it's so high, you got to stay conditioned, and a lot of these Foresters going to be forced to play a lot of minutes once it comes to conference time and maybe a tight game like tonight. Offside call, so the Foresters get another free kick back. HU with the one opportunity. Couple of shots for Oakland City. They might create another one here as it's picked up by Woolcock and then knocked away. Drenth gets the loose ball. Cirencioni tries to switch the field. That's intercepted. Adolphson Funk now finds Mabutko. Still has it inside. Weiss able to step in. Crucial intervention there. And now clears to the opposite side of the pitch. Cote picks it up. Drenth and Guile. And now Cote in the middle. 3 midfielders Foresters really rely on to create some offensive opportunities, but also get back on defense and stop the attack. They've been tasked with doing that here in the early goings, just 9 minutes in. Thiard launches one ahead. Speedy Simons trying to run it down. Yeza Ramos hits it up out of her 18-yard box. Mabutko pulls it down. Her and Hunsaker battling in front of the Forester bench, kept in. Cirencioni Couldn't clear. Thiard intercepts. Strength can't get it. And now another chance to run back at the defense for the Mighty Oaks. Drop pass to the outside. Now into the 18-yard box. Raya Holiday got a touch on it. That shot was deflected again, and it's another corner kick, as it looked like a couple of Mighty Oaks might get into the box without much defense, but Raya Holiday was the one that got a touch on that to kind of take the rhythm away. Different player taking the corner this time. Then Adolphson Funk, left-footed Swedish player, knocks it in there. Guile almost runs into the Mighty Oak player, still keeps possession. Tries to swing it out of there and does get a goal kick. You can tell this Mighty Oaks team is extremely aggressive. They're going to go 100% for every single loose ball and try to pick it up. And they've shown that. They're willing to throw bodies forward and try to get in on the attack off of some of these Foresters' loose balls in the back. Drent finds Thiard. Ella very skillful in the middle. Hunsaker out of Fishers drops it back to another Indy native in Cirencioni. Weiss, good touch, pulls it down, now blasts it forward. Thorin. Adolphson Funk. Mabutko. She tries dropping it in. Weiss picks it off. You can run here. A couple of defenders back. Simon's trying to send it through to Shepard. Defender goes down. It's going to be a foul called on Sophie as she was trying to work through the back line. And didn't look like a ton of contact there, but it is a foul, and it'll be a free kick with 33 minutes left in this first half. Drent takes a stab at it, comes up empty in the midfield. Nearly a high kick. Shepard able to pick it up in the center circle, punches it out wide. Simons. These two have been dangerous on the attack this season. Hunsaker and Thiard control possession in the middle. Drent now over to the left side. Some space on the wing for Guile if they can get it to her. Holiday taking some space. Too hard of a pass, knocked away. Mueller up ahead, and now back the other way. Woolcock intercepted again by Weiss. Page sends one forward. Shepard not going to get there as Ramos calmly taps it to one of her defenders. Ramos from Barcelona, Spain, working with another Spaniard in Paulo Rodon on the back. Those two obviously both speaking English and Spanish, you would assume. Good communication, probably good friends working closely together to keep the ball out of the net. Loose giveaway here. Raya Holiday does step up and gets a deflection. Weiss blasted away. HU's being tested on that back line right now, but that was their strength all of last year. Cross sent in. Cirencioni this time intercepts. Left-footed cross put in there now. Adolphson Funk drops it down to Woolcock. Tried to get a shot off, deflected by Weiss. Now Cote can start the counter. Simons tried sending it ahead. There's Bolden again, able to knock it away. Cote can't get to that one. Foresters trying to create pressure here. Holiday can't get to it. Now Mueller has a chance to send one into the box. She gets closer to the 18. Weiss with a good touch, keeps it on her right foot, plays it out of danger. Action-packed first 14 minutes of this match. Cote loses possession again. Boukier into the top of the box. Adolphson Funk. Weiss, those two paddling here so far a lot tonight. The defender on the back line. Rodon picks it up, takes a long shot from about 40 yards out. That one sails a little too high. Arnie still yet to really be tested. No stats for Oakland City last season, but the last time they did have stats, they won 10 matches. So a team to keep an eye on. They play really great competition too. Right now they actually play their home games at a park in Evansville, a really nice facility down in the Evansville area. So not playing on their campus at the moment. Not exactly sure the reasoning for that, but an extremely nice baseball, softball, soccer facility right down outside of the town of Evansville is where they've played their home games and will play their home games this season. Holiday with a nice run. Sophie Shepard able to control. Holiday's going to have to work back on defense. Guile has it knocked away as the foot of Wilcock was there again. And it looks like we're going to have our first water break. So we'll take a break with them, take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back on FDN Sports for the next 30.
I love being a part of a team because we do everything together. Group of people that we could rely on. We can just go to them for anything. Coach Lewis, he prioritizes our faith and us as people before players, prioritizing school over soccer, which is very uncommon when you go to most schools. That is why I chose HU.
If I'm super stressed or something, I go to practice. It's nice to think about something else for a while and be able to take a break.
There's nothing better than just being reminded every single day that you're here because of God and you do everything to praise Him.
No matter what, we just offer it up to the Lord, whether we're losing or we're winning.
Soccer isn't everything, and it's not my identity, and really, my identity comes from the Lord. Just doing hard things together really builds a team and builds long-lasting friendships that will probably impact you for the rest of your life. Being an assistant has been really encouraging and also challenging in some ways. It's time to invest in the younger players.
I don't really say that I'm the captain. I feel like I'm the person that they can go to whenever they need something.
And it's just been a whole experience itself. And it just kind of felt like home.
A water break, and now we're back for, it looks like, the last 30 minutes. I guess I don't know. We could have another break in 15 minutes. Didn't get any official word. If you're watching from somewhere other than Huntington tonight, it is 86 degrees here at 7:19 p.m. Still almost a real feel of 90 out. So definitely a tough game to play in, and you want to avoid injuries, dehydration tonight, and that's what these officials in the NAI are trying to do. A really fun start to this match. Big reason why is because Paige Weiss keeps having interceptions like that on the defensive end. Guile knocks it out. It'll be another throw-in for the visitors. Weiss has been a ball magnet on the backside. Right in the middle of this Forester defense, who only gave up a little over 1 goal per match last year. So far, that's stayed true again. Loose ball in the middle. Holiday couldn't pick it out. Mueller tries swinging it out to the outside. It's Mabutko trying to run it down. She'll run out of room. Maggie, another international student, coming in and playing in the state. She's from the Democratic Republic of Congo, so a long ways away from home. Committing to Coach Bladen at Oakland City, and there's a foul on the offense. Almost looks like a charge call in basketball, and the Foresters benefit from it. They'll pick it up. It's a little too much with that off arm from Thorin, and Drent was able to sell it and get the call. Raya trying to play it ahead. Guile. Going to be tough to get to it first. The back line of Oakland City, and Roldan has been right in the middle, knocks that one out of play. Shepard has had the one shot for HU tonight. It was on goal. It was saved by Ramos. A diving save, but not a ton of pace on it by Sophie. Waiting for that next opportunity. She runs it down towards the corner. Hits a low ball into the box. It's intercepted again by Paolo Raldon and then pushed forward. You can tell Oakland City just builds up so well from the back. They're doing it here with the midfielders pushing it forward, and now Mabutko with all the speed down the left. She tries taking a long shot. Ireland Arnie steps in, and it may have been a cross as Adolphson Funk was looming on the backside. And Arnie smartly gets out there and keeps it out of the net. The control and vision for Oakland City is definitely one of their strengths. You can already tell here in the first 18 minutes of this match. Simons tries blasting one up to Shepard. Down on the same page, just an easy stop for Ramos. And in just a few minutes, we're going to have men's soccer player João Ratinho join us. Maybe at the next stoppage, we'll have him put the headphones on, do a little color commentary as the Foresters and the Mighty Oaks get this one going. Looks like that's going to be out for a goal kick. All right, let's get him on the mic. We got João Ratinho on the mic. Welcome to it. First time, I'm assuming, color commentating. Just got out of soccer.
Yes, sir.
You ever see yourself doing this before?
I have not. My first time. Very excited.
So João is a senior here at Huntington. 23 career goals. He had 13 back in 2022-23, 8 last year, 2 already this year. We've been talking about it all match already here early. A ton of international players for the other side, Oakland City, João, and that's something you can relate with. Tell us a little bit how it feels to come into a new country and play soccer here in the States.
It's definitely a new experience, but it's the only way for us internationals that we have to do both studies and sports, and it's a great opportunity that I took advantage of, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, and obviously it's led to a lot of success for you, and that's been the case for a lot of players on the men's soccer team for Huntington University. As the women's team, not as many internationals, but Maria Cote having a great year to start her junior season, getting a lot more playing time, really creative in the midfield, and I'm sure someone that you've seen a lot of and communicate with, and know that she's obviously got a ton of skill right in the middle of the formation for HU.
Yes, I believe last year she had an injury and she was out, but I've seen her play this year and she's coming strong. I believe it's going to be a very good add to this team.
Yeah, HU has started to score more goals this season. Last year was a lot of Sophie Shepard and Paige Weiss, as they may have a chance here. Simons couldn't quite get to that loose ball. Since you just got out of practice, João, this game's been somewhat in the favor of the visitors, but HU did have one good opportunity, forcing a save from Yeza Ramos on the Mighty Oaks side. But back and forth so far. Do you get out and see the women's soccer players practice much? Do you know like some of their strengths, weaknesses?
Not to practice, but I've been to most of their home games. Yeah, and definitely they have good attackers and good strength coming forward to the goal. They've been scoring a lot of goals. I don't know the exact number, but I've definitely seen good quality on the midfielder, so it's exciting.
Yeah, it's been a big boost for them this year. Last year, goal scoring was a little bit of an issue for them. This year, it's definitely really picked up, and it's because they've had 3 or 4 players score their first career goal. So that always helps when you add some new pieces to the puzzle and get some new players creating chances. Weiss has been busy on the back line tonight. She sends one forward. It's going to be easily picked up by Ramos. You guys back in action tomorrow, correct?
We are, yes, at Notre Dame.
Okay.
Close to Notre Dame with Holy Cross.
Okay, Holy Cross. And you guys right now, I believe, 2-1-1 on the season.
2-1-1.
2-1-1.
Yes.
Gotcha. Not many home matches yet, though. We haven't seen you a whole lot here, and we get to get you back here in September, as this is going to be another chance down the right side. Woolcock again intercepted by Paige Weiss, who has just been dominating this match on the back line. And here's Cote. We just talked about her. Foresters have had one good chance. It was a Sophie Shepard shot on goal. A little bit of a loose ball there by Thiard and knocked out a play. So initially, I believe this is correct, you started your collegiate career at Oklahoma Christian, then came to HU for the past 3 years, is that right? So what drew you to HU? What brought you here to play soccer at the college level?
So, if I'm being honest, was mostly financial aid, which is a big part for the internationals. But also, when I saw the King Stadium, it's just one of the best fields I've played in. The grass is good, the field, the environment around, everything looks really good, and that, of course, is a big thing for us.
Yeah, you added the lights last year too, which is obviously a big boost, not only to you guys, but to us, because now we can bring the broadcast instead of, you know, missing work, missing class. Now we can show everyone your skills, and the women's players as well. So that's been an awesome add.
And with the new facilities in the Plex too, which give a big boost to athletics in HU.
Sophie Shepard battling against this back line. Weiss has just been right in the middle of everything. It seems like she is getting every 50-50 ball. We do have our first sub of the night for HU. It's the freshman Rachel Lecker. Looks to be in a midfield spot with Thiard at the moment. Arnie yet to be really forced to make a save. She's someone, one of the leaders, same age as you, a senior on this women's team. They don't have a ton of seniors that play throughout the game, maybe 3 or 4 seniors that get a ton of minutes, but Arnie's definitely the stable in the back. Guile trying to work it forward.
Good touch.
Knocked back to Lecker. And that back in. Roldan pulls it down. I didn't see any players from Portugal on this side, but Spain Spain is represented very well. England, their head coach, actually Jamie Bladen, comes from England. He was a great collegiate soccer player himself. So someone that knows the game well and has really built a solid program everywhere he's been. Chance here, Arnie forced to make an easy save. That keeps it scoreless about 25 minutes into the match. So what city in Portugal do you come from, João?
I'm from Azeitão.
Okay.
It's like 30 minutes away from Lisboa, the capital.
Okay, and obviously you're a big Cristiano Ronaldo guy. We see the celebration every time you get a goal. Some of the women's soccer players have started to do that as well. Cote, I think Cote and Sophie. Yeah, they jumped in. Maybe we'll get one here if Shepard can get to the loose ball, knocked away on the back line. So is that a city next to the ocean?
It is.
Okay, I thought so.
It is close to the mountains and the ocean. It's perfect for me.
And you went back there this summer?
I did for a couple of weeks,
okay.
Yes.
So how's that look like in the summer? How much time do you get to really go home, see your family, friends?
So normally I go home for the full 3 months, but this time I had my first internship.
Okay.
So I only went for a couple of weeks.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I also got to play summer team.
Okay.
With actually the coach that now is the new head coach.
Nick Potter, yeah. He stepped in. Very energetic guy.
Yeah.
It brings really good energy. And after, Coach Lawson has been here for so long, it's almost weird seeing a new face.
It is.
Coach Potter doing a nice job, obviously, getting you guys to buy in, and so far off to a nice start. Thiard shoved down from the back. That'll be a free kick. I'm sure the training sessions have been quite warm here in this past week for you. We've seen the water breaks here. Did you guys do the water breaks up in Michigan the last match?
We did the water breaks, yes.
It's been toasty, and you guys were on turf, so that warms it up even more.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Guile trying to chase this one down on the left side. So obviously for international soccer is a much bigger sport than the United States, but what really got you into this sport as a young kid or just growing up in Portugal?
So honestly, there's not really another sport in Portugal.
Right.
That's it. Or is indoor soccer, or is beach soccer, or is any type.
Yeah. Any kind of soccer you can think of.
So like, I believe like my father played for for the national team when he was young. And he works for the national team too, so it was always on the family. And yeah, all my friends did play soccer, so it's kind
Didn't
of
really have a choice,
it's
right?
just kind of like what you do after after school, honestly.
Absolutely. So your family still tune in and watch here on FDN Sports each match? That's what I got to go in and speak to the TV production class the other night and told them the importance of what they're doing, bringing these matches, because that's the only way your parents could watch. I mean, is through FDN Sports and through our YouTube channel. Cirencioni, nice tackle on the backside, slow to get up. It'll be an Oakland City throw-in.
And it is also very important, not only for us internationals, but for also these girls, for example, when they are, for example, from another state, and their parents cannot come to every game, but they still feel that their parents can see them, and then after the game they can speak with the parents. What did you think? What did you not think? It's very important that what you guys are doing, honestly.
Yeah.
And I believe that you guys are doing a really good job.
We appreciate that.
I see a lot of recordings from when we go away, and it's kind of a mess.
Yeah, we try to give the best quality as possible. Obviously, 2 cameras tonight. We've got replay on the screen, and that's something actually that we might start to incorporate into games too. If a referee may think it's a penalty instead of a free kick, they can now come over here and take a look at the replay and determine.
Like VAR?
Yeah, kind of. It may not be as perfect as VAR. We may not have the lines on the screen, but it's something that may, determine a game at some point, a match at some point.
Honestly, because the time is stopped. So
yeah. So we'll see. I was just told that tonight actually by the women's coaching staff. Flag goes up on the far side. Looks like it may have been a foul. Be a free kick for HU. So you just joined us, Joe. What is going to push HU to kind of finish in this final third, so far at least what you have seen?
I believe that now they just added another player, Ella, on the right, if I'm not mistaken.
Ella Hartman, yep.
I think they have her and Sophie are very fast, and they can use like they are right now.
Well, let's see if it works out. Shepard bumps into the goalkeeper. Loose ball almost picked up by Simons. Hartman had an open space for a moment. Cirencioni tried to run it down.
But yeah, exactly like I was saying, I think that's the way to go for them. It's been working, and I think it can be fruitful.
Lecker, outside Guile, gonna have to outpace the defender, pulls it back. Foresters will reset at the midfield line. Cirencioni and Holiday always working well on that back line with Paige Weiss.
Good touch.
Ellie, who just had that good touch, scored her first career goal in the last match, trying to get involved in the attack. Loose ball as Paula Rodon picks it up. Here's a chance to counter for the Mighty Oaks. It's been a lot of Mueller in the middle, and Woolcock, who's making a run towards the box. Plenty of space to take. Woolcock has it, gets to her strong right foot, knocked away by Cirencioni. And the Foresters able to pick it up with Maddie Guile and then knocked out of play. Nice job by HU getting back there on defense. And here's another water break. So, Jao, what we're going to do, we're going to take a break with them, send them to a commercial break, and when we come back, the final 14:23 of the first half. So, when this light is red, your mic is off. So, it's off right now. You're good. But when we come back, you'll click it on and it'll turn green, and then you'll be live on the air. Thank you so much for joining.
I have a motorcycle, a Nighthawk 750. My dad always had a motorcycle. Like, when I was born, I'm pretty sure he had one. He was a motorcycle cop for a while, actually, for a good amount of his career. So I've basically just grown up with motorcycles all my life. I had to go so I could get my motorcycle endorsement and soon to be my license. I was scared of falling, especially for some of those sharper turns, like U-turns especially, is they expect you to go like feet are almost touching the ground with how far you're tilting. As long as I was able to get back onto that bike and just keep going, that's really what made me like less afraid, made me less scared, because that's something that my dad always said is you get right back on the bike even if you fall. I'm just happy I did it overall. I'm Dylan Rollator, and I'm the next Rollator to ride.
Back at King Stadium, 14:23 left. A really nice start to this match for both sides. One shot for Huntington. That was a Sophie Shepard shot on goal, saved by Yeza Ramos. On the other side, in the stats, only one shot for Oakland City, but it felt like they had a few more deflected than that. But this HU defense is really the cornerstone of this team. Last year, they only gave up 1.13 goals per match and still had a tough record. So now you're adding into, you know, these midfielders and forwards that you were speaking about. This team, the sky's the limit for this team, Joe.
Yeah, and I see that Ella just changed for the left side now. I wonder what's the coach strategy with this.
Yeah, she's got a ton of speed, and she really created a couple of really nice chances against IU South Bend the last time out. So we'll see if maybe she can use some of that speed. Thiard and Lecker, so Hartman and Lecker, both freshmen in there. Shepard, the sophomore, has it now. Sophie has it knocked away in the midfield, picked up by Bukier. And now Woolcock pushes it forward. Good chance here, but again, Thiard getting back and able to knock it away. Mabutko in the middle. Adolfson can't connect. That one's out of play for a goal kick. I feel like the build-up play from the Mighty Oaks, Oakland City, is so good. Anytime they get the ball, it feels like they're able to connect on 4 to 5 passes, and they've had a lot of chances like that, just yet to really challenge Arnie in goal.
Just missing the last.
So Arnie will have a goal kick, several changes for the Mighty Oaks, as HU continues to try to break down this strong defense. Loose ball picked up in the middle as the visitors try to push back the other way. Maria McSherry comes in for Lynn Adolfson-Funk. That's one of the changes. Thiard able to sneak through a couple of defenders with some nice footwork. It was Camila Bedin who also came in for Maggie Badutko. That one's knocked away. Loose ball in the middle of the pitch, and now handled by the Mighty Oaks. Another good ball finds Bukier. She can't connect, and Paige Weiss there again. Weiss up to Shepard. Interesting choice to use the head there on the back line by the defender Stenau, and Shepard forces a throw. Hartman has seen both wing spots here tonight, now on the left. Lecker with a good one touch, able to clear the pressure over to Cerencioni. Looks like Ali Oppenheisen also in for the first time for HU down the right side. Won't be able to run that one down.
So bring up a good opportunity to bring the team up in the field and make some pressure there to not let them out.
Yep, a little bit of a deep throw, and there you go. They pressure them into picking up a throw of their own. The Foresters may be able to toss one into the box and get something going towards goal. Shepard unable to get it. She still has it though, through a couple of defenders, and then loses out for a goal kick. Probably a tough angle to score from, but it did look like a chance was coming, and then knocked out of play. You know, something I've noticed, goalkeepers are usually pretty big in stature. Ramos is not a big goalkeeper, but you can almost see and feel that maybe she was a field player, a player in the field for a while, because she's got really good touch and feel for some of these loose balls that have approached her.
Exactly. There's some other abilities that are good on goalkeepers too if they don't have the height. the jump, the passing, the footwork, it's important too. It's a big part of the game.
And I think the biggest thing that I've learned watching soccer, it's all about your angles as well as a goalkeeper, cutting down those angles so the attacker has to really hit a perfect shot to score. And maybe that's something she's good at. I mean, she's shown the skill with her feet so far in this first half.
Exactly.
Loose ball again, picked up in the midfield. Turning back towards goal was Mueller. She had it knocked away. Still has control on the left side. Finds the middle of the pitch. Good opportunity here, but a little big touch by Mueller. Knocks it out of play. It'll be another goal kick.
Foresters number 22, Olivia Bontrager.
Bontrager subs in for the Foresters.
Coming into the game for Oakland City, number 25, Lottie McMurray.
Lottie McMurray, I believe, is in the match. She's a freshman from England. This Oakland City team is full of freshmen, and a lot of them international students like yourself, Zhao, experiencing kind of the same things you did coming over here to the U.S. and obviously combining all of them, it's worked well for Coach Bladen.
Yeah, normally what I see on these teams is when a coach steps in and the coach is also international, he tends to bring people from Europe that he knows he can help, and that's what I see in this case. The coach is from England, right?
Yep.
And it just knows some value of the internationals and try to take advantage of that.
Thorin, another international student. She is from Sweden. Drops it back, and now in the midfield, the Mighty Oaks will work. They'll send it down the right side and out of play. Yeah, if you look at this roster, it's sprinkled with players from all over the place. We talked about Spain, England, Sweden, Colombia, Germany, Italy, France, I mean, all over, Scotland. It's just, it's amazing how the NAIA is so international as well, because, you know, if you don't watch soccer a ton, you might not think, man, NAIA schools probably don't get a ton of players from different countries, and they're all over the pitch when you look around. It's really cool to see. Shepard showing some of that speed you talked about, Zhao. See if she can turn the corner. Still working and can't quite get there. Held off by a couple of defenders. A penalty shout from the crowd. It looked clean, though, as the defender was able to shepherd Sophie away and keep this a clean match so far. There's sometimes you watch Sophie at the top of this formation, you think she's never going to get to that ball, and then she runs it down. Nearly created a chance. Holiday battling hard on the backside. Thiard has plenty of space. Shepard's not on side. Will have to work back. Vivian Bly, another freshman in the match, has it now. Bly doesn't win out there, but it's knocked out by Thorin. It's a Forrester throw-in.
I just believe that Sophie sometimes finds herself lonely and without some support, and I feel that could be an area to better explore.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think that's part of the issue they ran into last year. As Lecker, another freshman, picks it up. Hartman waiting on the outside, now gets it, has a chance to put a service into the box. Ella tries stepping through to her right, wins it back. Hartman working hard, and it'll be a Forrester corner, the first of the night. Oh no, it's actually a goal kick. Said it was off the leg of Hartman. Looked to be like a good chance coming. Take a look at the replay here. Said it was off of Hartman, and I guess the referee saw it differently than a lot of the Forrester fans, but back the other way we go. Holiday able to knock it back to Paige Weiss. Paige right back to Raya.
Good combination.
It's those little spots like that that you can open up the formation a lot and really just get the defense on their heels as that ball is kept in. Now into the middle, work the Mighty Oaks. Good ball, but Cerencioni there to meet it. Hartman with a good touch and able to keep it in as she works it back to Holiday. Shepard flicks it on. No other attackers. Sophie tries to run it down, forces a turnover. Hartman keeps it in. Nice touch, and then blasts it forward as Bly wasn't quite ready for it. Ramos greets it. Forrester's getting some of the momentum, yet to score a goal, but it feels like they're starting to have more balls played into the defensive end against the Mighty Oaks. Thiard battling hard in the middle. Works off the contact, drops it back. And the Foresters working on the far side, lose out on possession. Bontrager back on the defensive end with Cirencioni at the moment. Thiard with a good pass to Bly. Vivian trying to turn the corner. I'm telling you, it's a battle in the midfield right now. Anytime someone has possession, they've got to work hard to keep it. Foresters and the Mighty Oaks just 4:20 away from the halftime break. Holiday flicks it on, dangerous. Cirencioni has no option other than knocking it out for a corner. So a set piece opportunity coming from the corner flag for the Mighty Oaks. They've had a handful of corners tonight. You can see Cirencioni didn't really have much of a chance other than knocking it out with Bedin on her back. So it'll be a corner kick. Looks like it's going to be Jana Mueller sending this one into the box. Freshman midfielder out of Germany has already taken 11 shots on the year. Plays a low ball in, opportunity in front of the net. Hartman able to clear it out of the way, and HU dodges the bullet. Maybe another opportunity for Oakland City as Mueller finds the foot of an attacking player, knocked out of there. Bly couldn't get to it. Mighty Oaks take a long shot. Ireland Arney able to grab it and keep it in play and keep it out of the net. 3 minutes left in this first half. Joe, I also think what you were saying as far as a coach going out as an international himself and building that program around internationals, maybe they pick up on that style as well. His style and maybe you know, other countries, how they play soccer different than the United States. That could be part of the reason why he recruits like that as well.
I think so, and for sure he has a different style, a more technical and less physical, because I believe the United States, it's a lot of physical, and the technical kind of stays a little behind, and these girls have a good sense of the game and a good perception of the game as a whole, and I can see that being true.
Yeah, and it's not a shot at the American soccer players, it's just true. I mean, you know, kids from Portugal, like you said, their only chance to play sports is soccer. So when you come here, obviously you're probably going to have a little more skill than someone who maybe played soccer in the States, and that's just a part of the game. That's why it's such an awesome game, because so many players can be a part of it. That shot hit over the bar. It's another goal kick for Ireland Arney. 96 seconds left in this first half. We will be taking a short break with the players at halftime, and then we'll come back with about 5 minutes left on the clock, update you on some stats, and then get you right back into the action here at King Stadium. Ball knocked around in the middle. Mueller able to knock it out wide, and now sent back into the middle. Good interception there by Thiard as she knocks it forward. Sophie trying to track that one down, and then Bly almost knocked it away again, but Roldan has been so strong on the back end. Mueller seeing a lot of the ball right now. Knocked away by Weiss. Page trying to run it down again. Weiss just battling hard Advantage played by the ref. Ball sent into the middle, lofted to the back post. No one there to greet it. Another one played in. This time Arnie comes off her line and able to get it with no problem. Ireland trying to start the counter by herself. Shepard got a little bit of a touch on it, played to the midfield.
For a second, I believe in the first cross, the forward was going to hit a bicycle.
It did look like that. She just couldn't quite commit, as that takes us to the halftime break. I thought the same exact thing when I was watching it. I thought she's going to let this fly, and you'd have been on SportsCenter tonight. So I think we got a couple of replays to show you before we head to the halftime break. So far in this first half, a couple of good chances for both sides. I would say the Mighty Oaks, the visitors, had the better chances, but HU did show some promise in that first half as well. So we will show you a couple of these chances. The best one right there by Sophie Shepard. It was an easy save for Yeza Ramos. And then HU just battling hard on the back end. Had to force some balls out of play. Paige Weiss right in the middle of absolutely everything on the back line, as she usually is. And this Mighty Oaks team created some good opportunities. A couple of offsides hurt them. Sophie Shepard called for a foul. And that was pretty much it for the first half. We'll take you to a break. We'll be back in about 9 minutes. Break down the stats. Preston Husband, Jal Routinho. See you in a bit.
Learned a lot and had a lot of fun at the same time.
I've always wanted to be a nurse since I was a kid because my mom and grandma were nurses.
So I felt really behind and scared to be majoring in nursing. The professors really make sure that you feel welcome and that you are really understanding what you're getting into if you do join. My favorite part, I think, was going to like the research center. We got to practice like CPR.
I thought I would come here and not talk to anybody. But first day, it was like, oh, I already had a whole group of friends.
I would describe nursing camp as super fun, but also super educational. Like they took the education process and made it fun. Everybody's gonna make you feel welcome, and you're really gonna have a good time.
Quit your knock, 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 knocking at my door. Gotta work in the morning and it's almost 4. Will you ever leave me and quit coming back for more? When I look out the window, you're kneeling on the floor. It's pathetic, the way you're begging, while I'm waiting for the sedative to set in. So on your way, you should be heading, 'cause mine is not the type of love that's meant to go to waste, no. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for you to go, 'cause I have better things to do than talk to you. So quit your knocking at my door. It should have been over when you said that you were done with me, but you went on your own and now you can finally see that the other guys might have the looks and fancy keys, but you know nobody's gonna love you better than me. It's pathetic, the way you're begging, while I'm waiting for the sedative to set in. So on your way, you should be heading, 'cause mine is not the type of love that's meant to go to waste, no. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for talk to you. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for you to go, 'cause I have better things to do than talk to you. So quit your knocking at my. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for you to go, 'cause I have better things to do than talk to you. So quit your knocking at my door.
Hi, my name is Hudson Winters, and I have the strongest PC on campus. I'm a visual effects major, and this PC basically allows me to do a lot of the things I want to do. It's probably about $5,000 worth of computer hardware. A lot of it kind of just goes together like Legos. It manages to work. That's usually the case. I encountered a lot of tech problems, both hardware and software related, the result of this guy, which is an SSD. It was faulty, caused Windows to not load correctly, and it caused everything else to stop working. Eventually, I did get it to work, and that was very relieving. I was glad I ended up persisting through it. I would say that this computer was worth it, both money-wise and problem-wise. It'll blow your socks off. I'm glad she's working now, because you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. I love you, babe.
Forester camps is making new friends.
A great way to explore different opportunities.
Great way to experience life here at Huntington University.
I looked into OTA and it looked like a lot what I wanted to do, but I still wasn't really sure like what all it was.
But I did know that I did want to be in the medical field, but I don't really have a stomach for blood. This was a different way to be able to help people like physically, but not have to open them up.
Since it's a smaller place, everyone knows each other. You know, they can invest time in each other.
This would be a great way to learn about it and see what it is.
So I saw how life-changing that can be, and it made me want to do that.
So Norm was someone that I hadn't really thought of before, if I'm being honest, but the moment that I was given the honor to wear him, I think that I realized the value that he brought to really our generation as a whole.
He came on a ship, was brought to Huntington, Indiana via a rail car.
Exuberant, sweaty, and mysterious.
Someone playing Norm, you have to have a spotter kind of, because you can't see very well out of the mask. And so people can come up behind Norm and trip Norm without
Norm throw out the first pitch at a tin caps game, which I feel bad for the catcher because Norm he had rotator cuff surgery
4 feet and 8
early in his
feet
career,
tall.
and so he doesn't always throw strikes.
Most of all, he has our hearts in his hands.
When he left, that's kind of when Norm kind of went into, the closet for a little bit. My name is Lori Culler, and my job here is I'm athletic director.
I'm Nate Perry. Title is the managing director of the Hopper Institute for Agricultural Studies.
I have played Norm for one single basketball game.
I've been Norm for one single event. Norm
is a mascot for the Foresters. He was created in 1966.
We never really even talked about anybody playing Norm. It was Norm. You know, who's in Norm? It's Norm.
The first version of him was kind of a blonde guy that was swinging an axe.
In 1996, when I arrived on campus, I try to describe Norm as a little bit like Santa Claus. Big, jolly laugh, rose-colored cheeks.
In 2006, I believe it was, when we changed from Huntington College to Huntington University.
Norm got his flannel, his green flannel, got his very, very plush beard that he has now, got his wonderful toque to our Canadian friends, you know, the stocking cap.
I would say the reason at this point that he's maybe not as visible as he has been in the past has to do more with a marketing campaign. Trees kind of fit better in that marketing scheme.
The one thing that everybody should know about Norm is he's just another guy just like you. Yeah, he wears his flannel and he has his very sharp axe, but he's just a normal person. So don't be afraid of Norm if you see him coming. Don't take your animals, your puppy dogs, and run. Norm likes animals. He's animal friendly.
And so it's not that Norm has gone away. He maybe just partly haven't had a lot of volunteerism in terms of people wanting to be Norm.
He's really just the Forester spirit. So as long as you have some of that in you, then I think you are worthy to wear the suit.
Expect Norm at basketball games.
There's a little bit of Norm in all of us.
And he's actually tree friendly. Some people think that Norm is just going to cut down the trees.
We'd love to have, you know, 1 or 2, 3 people that would say, yeah, I would do it.
He's actually a forester. He may cut down trees to make ways for new trees in the future that will have a legacy, long-lasting legacy.
Norm will always come back.
To me, Forester Camps is definitely a lot of fun.
Fantastic. Telling.
Something that everybody can find something that interests them.
A space to learn new things in a safe environment.
To me, Forester Camps is getting to be a home away from home, I guess. You learn a lot here and you learn it well.
I plan on being an author once I'm done with college, so this seemed like a really fun opportunity for me.
It was just glad to meet new people in general and just kind of enjoy the workshop and just take away what I can from it and make myself a better writer.
That whole thing about how to write for musicals, I'd never even thought of that before, but that was awesome.
Who really did a lot of good things. However, they did not find a goal, and they'll continue to work for that here in this second half. It is a muggy night here at King Stadium, almost 90 degrees, still around 8 o'clock, and it was a heated first half, as you saw there. Oakland City created the most chances. However, HU did have one really good look at goal that Sophie Shepard maybe wishes she has back, but we'll have another opportunity in the second half, and we'll get João Ratinho back on. He's still winded from practice earlier today. Had to take a breakout back. João, that first half, very physical. Not a ton of opportunities, but both teams did create some chances on the attacking end.
They did. They showed some quality, and I'm excited to see what they can bring back. For sure, the coaches spoke what they saw about the game, and they made some changes, and I'm excited to see what these girls can bring to the game now. The second half, I think there's going to be some goals, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like there could have been a couple there in that first half. Even though there weren't many options to really take shots on goal, the couple that they did have, both sides had some good looks. I mean, Sophie Shepard forced a save by Ramos, just didn't get enough pace on that shot. But she's the one that you're looking to up top. But Gianna Simons as well has had a quiet first half after scoring her first 3 career goals in back-to-back-to-back matches. So she's someone to watch as well up top.
It is, and the keepers, I think, is an aspect that we are not speaking about, but the keepers look really solid. Yeah. They look confident, and that's an aspect to watch for this the second half.
In Ireland, Arnie's one of the best keepers, honestly, in school history. She has put together a really nice 4 years here at Huntington University. She had 6 shutouts last year. She's already got 2 this season. So her defensive back line do a nice job, but when she does get tested, she seems to always have the answer.
She does.
So about 43 seconds until we kick it off here. The physicality part of this match is also something that I think could be circled. Oakland City definitely was right in the middle of a lot of battles in the midfield. They seem to win a lot of those 50-50 balls, and we'll see if that kind of flips here in this second half. Once the teams get back on the pitch, it'll be Oakland City from our right to left, Huntington from our left to right. Jal, you killed it in the first half. You enjoying your time here on FT
I am
Explorers?
enjoying it so much, honestly. I have never seen, I have seen the game in the TV, but I haven't seen from this perspective. And like analyzing it, it just like kind of makes you have another perspective on the game.
It's really hard to keep track of 22 people
Yeah.
on the field, you know?
And I mean, it's easier for me because you have to know all the names, and you do like know all the names in roughly 15 minutes. You already are aware of all of them. So
yeah, it's a tough job, but it's a fun job, and we just love bringing it to families and friends. And you know, as mentioned, eventually maybe these replays will be a big part of a match as well. Once we get into Crossroads League play, might be able to add some more cameras. Obviously, still getting into the swing of things. Classes just started 2 weeks ago now, a week and a half ago. So once we get more staff, more people on board, we're going to add some cool aspects as well. Maybe a camera in the net, different things like that.
that's exciting.
Yeah, maybe get Dan Pellegrini making a I should say, making a diving save behind the post, and we'll see how that goes. So we are just about back underway. Someone.
It kind of looks that the formation changed a little bit on the Forsters, with both Ella and Sophie forward and Gianna as a 10.
Yeah, so Ella actually came off the bench in that first half. She's starting here in the second half, and it looks like Ali Oppenheisen as well will start the second half for HU. So a couple of changes for David Lewis.
3-5-2.
See, that's why we bring you in. So I would have never known that. I know that from my days playing FIFA back in the day, setting up my formation.
I was never a big game computer person, but FIFA is definitely.
Yeah, it's one of the best games ever. So not sure what's going on here with the head coach of the Mighty Oaks and the main official, but we're ready to roll. Jal told you, HU in a little bit of a different formation here. We'll see if it pays off. Already applying some pressure to the back line of the Mighty Oaks. Hartman is really good at that with the speed on the outside. Quick interception, and here comes Hartman battling on the ground, unable to pull it away. Bolden knocks it forward. Another interception, this time Thiard. I like watching Ella. She's got a lot of skill in the midfield. Seems to get through some tight spots when she's got the ball on her feet. This one tapped forwards, knocked down by Adolfsson Funk. One of the Swedes on this international Oakland City team. Couple of one-touches, nice passes in the middle of the pitch. Mueller can't connect. Weiss knocks it away. Mueller seems to be the catalyst in the middle of this formation for Oakland City, number 13 out there. The German constantly has the ball on her feet. Cross in, Arnie didn't get there in time, but thankfully for the Foresters, it was headed out of play by Mabutko. It kind of looked like Ireland didn't know whether she should go get that one and punch it away, and it nearly led to a goal.
It was exactly on that spot where she kind of got confused if she would go or not. Would be the best decision, but
I think that's one of the hardest things to determine as a goalkeeper is how far you should go and get that. Are you going to leave your team out in a bad spot if you go and try to punch it away and miss? And Thankfully for the Foresters, it was not a goal for the opposing team. It's a tough job back there in net, though, because you make one mistake and the entire game reflects it.
Exactly. You always the problem, or nobody remembers about you, honestly.
That's the truth. Lubutko drops it out wide. On the left wing, picking it up. This is Alejandra Ortiz. Spins back to her left, loses the footing, and Oppenheisen takes it away. Drent smartly drops it back to Ellie Cerencioni. Great ball to Sophie Shepard. One touch, Hartman couldn't get it to it first. Shepard picks it up and then loses out. Really close to a nice connection there by those two, just not the right touch in the end.
I think that's exactly what the tactic was coming out of the locker room, bringing these two forwards together and just make them honestly run, because they are really good on that.
Shepard drops it back to Drent. Nice build up here by HU. Couple of passes around the entire pitch. Big touch by Cerencioni. Simon's able to help her out. Feels like one of those games that could flip on its head and have a couple of goals, but it also has the feel that one goal might do it. Good chance again for Oakland City. Adolphson Funk knocks one towards goal. It's well wide, and it's out for a goal kick. Feels like these freshman midfielders for Oakland City, Mueller and Adolphson Funk, have had a lot of the ball tonight. They are always working towards goal. They're picking it up right around midfield. And it seems like on the other side for Oakland City, their midfielders are the ones really creating all the attack. Rather for HU, it's the forwards.
I agree, but the composure that our defense has, it's also really good.
Yeah, I mean, they're not afraid to pick the ball up in any position with pressure on them, with space. I mean, last year with space, we saw Paige Weiss go and be the second leading goal scorer from the back line, so she can add that ability as well.
Yeah, and if we open up the plan and we see it from a big perspective, they are always shifting, always compact, and
maybe a mistake here, but Cerencioni does clean it up.
Does clean it.
Yeah, foul called. Yeah, it's rare to see mistakes like that on the back line, because as you mentioned, they're always so organized and in a good shape on that back line. It's hard to get through them. Arnie sends it ahead. Hartman can't quite get to it. There's Mueller again. She's got it right back in the center circle. Foresters trying to defend right in front of their bench, and a swing and a miss there knocks it out of play for Oakland City. And the Foresters will have another throw in. I think I'm thankful each time I come here, Zhao, about the lights on the pitch, just how it creates a little bit of a different feel here, and you guys can have big night games now, especially when it gets to conference time, conference tournament. It'll add a little bit of excitement and flair to those matches as well.
For sure, and for now, these girls would have been playing at 95 degrees at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And that will be awful for both teams, and this is just a better environment, is more close to what the professionals play at. And honestly, like, I've said that before, but the environment of this stadium is just amazing. So many, we are at the Forest, right? So
yeah, it's a perfect setting.
So
Simons tries playing it to Hartman. Ramos comes off her line. That pass just a little too heavy for Hartman to run down. It is a perfect setting for that. Even the baseball field down there actually in the trees. It's amazing to see how they've planned out and coordinated this university to really fit into their mascot. I remember a couple of games last year for you guys, maybe against Bethel. It was a real rainy night under the lights. It kind of felt like a true soccer match to take in.
And the girls have here a big fan base.
Yeah,
there's
do.
a lot of people coming to their games, and that's exciting for them and makes them more excited to play for sure.
Oppenheisen into the box, a good ball and a good chance for HU as they can't get that one on net. Looks like it was Hunsaker trying to run it down. There's a good opportunity opening up for HU.
That was a good opportunity and also good read of the game of Hartman. Playing this ball was a good chance.
So maybe that's where HU will start to exploit the defense a little bit on the outside. Hunsaker just had that chance, knocks it down to the back line of the Mighty Oaks.
Good pressure from HU.
Trying to keep them boxed in.
Trying to put some numbers on the scoreboard.
Like I said, if HU can get one, their defense is so strong that you'd feel pretty comfortable about holding on. But this Mighty Oaks team has also shown a lot of ability to stop these attacks on the backside. Tell you what else is super neat about the view here. You always got a good look at the sunset over top of the soccer field as well. Creates for a really nice setting to take some in. And you mentioned it with the new athletic facilities. This place is becoming top notch.
It's top notch, and honestly, that's another thing from coming internationally here. You would only get this type of facilities for athletes and soccer if you were in the top of our country, honestly. There's only like 4 or 5 teams that have these facilities. And here, most of the universities, and especially HU, we have so good facilities. Just that window from the community gym facing the soccer field. Come on, that's impressive.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of pictures taken out of that already on athletes' social media. I mean, it's a gorgeous place to get a run in, a pump in, and then take a look out here and watch some soccer as well. That'll definitely help with the recruiting down the road as well. 35 minutes left in this one. Ball sent into the box. This time Arnie beats Mabutko there, so a nice job by Ireland reading that one. Long punt down the pitch. Hartman picks it up in the middle. Ella crosses over to the left. Nice touch. And now a ball down the left to Greta Hunsaker. HU has a couple of openings here. They find Shepard on the far side. Oppenheisen is available. She's got it now. Ali pulls it back. Joya Drinth using that strength to knock it back to Cirencioni. Cirencioni drills one into the box. No runs being made, and it's an easy scoop for Ramos, but better build up again by the Foresters.
Better build up for sure, and that's honestly, I think they are doing what I said. They are trying to find the velocity and the speed from these two girls forward, and eventually with the time it's gonna bring results. So it's just being patient, keep working on it, and believe what the coach had coming out of the locker room.
And you know, Coach Lewis, I don't know if you knew this, Zhao, but he is one of 25 coaches in the NAIA and Division I level with 400 career wins, Coach Lewis. So he has had all kinds of success in a lot of his stops. And right now he's kind of in a rebuilding phase with this program, but he's turning this program in the right direction.
Was it all in HU?
It was actually with Houghton College. He was there for 28 years. He had a 402, 123, and 39 record. So he won a lot of games at Houghton College. And he's trying to turn it around here for HU as well. And obviously a lot of young players, some graduating students last year, and he's got to figure out who's going to be the best fit, and he's working on that this season.
That's amazing.
Shepard comes back to that one, had it knocked away by the midfield of Oakland City. Played back, Sophie pulls it down. See if she can use that speed. Crucial intervention by the back line. I like to do this, Zhao. I like to always tell our viewers that in the YouTube chat, let us know where you're watching from. And Zhao Ratinho and Preston Husband will give you a shout out. Thank you for tuning in to FDN Sports. It's amazing where people are watching from. You know, Dan Pellegrin's family watches from the Netherlands, your family from Portugal. Last year, people watching Igor Barbieri often as well. Just so many different places that people are checking out FDN Sports from. So if you're tuning in tonight, whether you're cheering for the Mighty Oaks or not, we'll still say hello, and we thank you for tuning in to another broadcast. Did you tell your parents you're going to be on the air tonight?
I told. And I think my father is watching. I think the rest of the family is asleep, honestly, because it's more 5 hours than here. And they only have to see the game at midnight.
Yeah, that's pretty late.
1 a.m.
Yep. Well, if he is watching, thank you for tuning in. And Zhao, you're killing it on your TV debut. I put on my Instagram story yesterday, any HU men's soccer player, if you know soccer, it's going to be like riding a bike. And I think it seemed that way tonight. It's a hard sport to understand. Even me, I still bring my pitch diagram here to make sure I'm knocking out all my terms correctly.
And you know, one thing that I noticed coming into America is that Americans are used to here.
The yard, trying to push it forward.
Like I was saying, Americans are used to sports with higher scores.
Yes.
And so, like, football is, it can not be, but it's, if you score one, I believe it's like 3 points and gets higher and higher. Basketball, same. Soccer is kind of always 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
If it's 4, it's a crazy game.
It is, yep.
So, and I think that's a factor on that.
And I think what makes soccer so unique is we'll wait till this chance is knocked away by Weiss. But one play in a match, we talked about the goalkeepers already, but one play in a match from an attacker or a defender can really make or break a season at the end of the year. I mean, you can say that about a lot of sports, but soccer, I think it's even more emphasized because one goal can, you know, make it or break it for your team.
Yeah, because it's so hard to then get another goal, like 22 people in the same, like looking now from this perspective, 22 people in the field, like running out of the ball. I can definitely understand how people that don't grow up with soccer think it's probably a little weird.
Yeah, I think it's not as weird to me. It's just hard to nail all the terms and, you know, kind of commentate it like you'd want to hear it watching from home. So doing our best. We do have one watcher. Sorry if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. It looks like Ian Cowie Jr. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Trinidad in, is it Tobago?
Yeah, Tobago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Would be interested to know who you're checking out tonight here at King Stadium. It's been a fun match, and we're hoping you're enjoying it. It's Preston Husband, play-by-play announcer here for Huntington University. João Ratinho, great men's soccer player here for the Foresters. I already said 23 career goals here at HU, 5 assists as well. Had that big season with 13 goals a few years back. Does have 2 already this year. Looking for another one against Holy Cross tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you guys want to tune into that, you'll have to go to Holy Cross's page and check that out at noon tomorrow. As João and Foresters look to pick up their 3rd victory of the season. Ball driven into the box. Cirencioni knocks it away. Oakland City trying to keep the pressure on. Down the right side, Hunsaker doing well to defend. Sitting into the box, Raya Holiday defending. Mueller can't connect. He's looking for a one-touch to Woolcock and a shot driven in, and once again, easily stopped by Arnie. Getting late in this one, 30 minutes left. Foresters haven't had a ton of opportunities, but one chance could change the complexion of this match.
I just feel we have to measure when and when not to kick the ball to our 2 forwards. because, for example, now they had 5 defenders with them, and it would be very hard to get out of that situation. So if we could build and start from the defense up, I think we'll have good chance.
So we got some comments here for you, Zhao. It looks like Pedro Ratinho. Is that your father?
It's my father,
Tuning
yes.
in. Mr. Ratinho, thank you so much for checking out FDN Sports this time. Listening to your son instead of watching. Arnie rises up. My wife's watching from the couch at home, so just down the road, a little closer than maybe what a 14-hour plane flight to Portugal. And then Leanne Nair, let's go Zhao, my favorite Portuguese after CR7, David. So I don't know if you've got some fans already tuning in. And we are going to take a short water break. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back with 27:57 left. Anything to say to your guests tuning in tonight?
I want to say, of course, hi to my father, big figure to me. And hi to David, he's my colleague in school here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
I can't talk. I have a showing.
Listen.
My clients are arriving any minute.
Eleanor. Mom passed.
I think it'd be best if you all go to hotels, for Dad's sake.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
You said goodbye when you never came home.
My name is Dylan Rollator, and I played Ori in Overhill Manor. Set was a lot of fun, honestly. Aside from Wednesday, when it was 40-mile-an-hour wind and like 30 degrees, that was kind of miserable. But overall, it was just a really fun time. I had a lot of fun. Got to talk to almost everybody on set. Yeah, it was a good time. Honestly, more acting opportunities. I haven't ever really done film acting before, and just getting to do this, getting the chance to do this was awesome, and I love doing it. Every second of it was just really fun. Ever since we did the table read of the actual feature film, it's honestly something that I just couldn't really get out of my head. I fell in love with the characters. I loved reading Ori, and I just really had a really connection to the story. I was able to relate to it a lot, so I love it, honestly. I definitely would say that this gave me a taste of what it would be like being able to work with pros and being able to kind of see the student-pro interactions, kind of everybody working together, everyone kind of learning from each other, and just kind of seeing the role that the pros play in the students, just everyone kind of being able to learn every moment of the day. So.
Cool. I think that's it. Yep. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye like Ori would.
Bye.
Yeah. It's good with him because sometimes you guys fix the lock on each player. Yeah. It's hard to see, and then the camera goes fast the other way. If you open the plan like you do now, just open the plan and
show everything.
That's perfect. And I told Ryan he likes it.
I'm gonna tell the audience what's going on real quick. All right, everyone, we're back at King Stadium. João Ratinho, Preston husband. Looks like one more shout out for a fan watching in Chile, watching Maria Cote. So we're in a lightning delay. We're going to send it to a couple of commercials because we have been instructed to actually go inside so we don't get electrocuted. So we're going to take a break. There's 27:57 left in the match. If we've got an update for you, we'll put it in the YouTube comments, or I'll get back on the mic and update you. But for now, João Ratinho, Preston husband, hopping off in a lightning delay, 0-0 between Oakland City and Huntington University.
We've never done a wrestling event before. And I was thinking, all right, well, you know, it's kind of polarizing to an extent. Some people really love it, and some people really don't like it. So with professional wrestling, so that gave me a little bit of pause. Say, okay, are we going to greenlight this event or are we not? Because we've never done a professional wrestling event before.
It's been a really crazy kind of whirlwind from the start. In pitches, I remember Andrew being like super excited when he pitched Ring of Redemption. And like I was one of the people that pitched something else, but when I heard the pitch for Ring of Redemption, I was like, trust that idea. We got to do this. It's just going to be so fun, and it's such a great opportunity to bring people into, you know, a church building that probably wouldn't usually go to a church building.
You know, it's what I've always wanted to do. It's been a dream to do that, and so just kind of like put on a wrestling show, have my own entrance, like it's just gonna be great. It's not what I hope, it's what I hope other people get out of tonight. I hope everyone who comes just has a fun night, and if they have fun, then it'll be a good night for me too.
So I was definitely feeling like a lot of adrenaline right before the event, just because I was like, we didn't get a technical rehearsal beforehand, and so while I was going to be on the fly, which I can work with on the fly, but it was just, I'd never really watched any wrestling broadcasts before, so a lot of adrenaline, a lot of excitement. I was looking forward to it, but definitely just some nervous energy was in there. I think the event went really, really well. The crowd got really into it. The wrestlers all seemed to be having fun doing it. The broadcast was a lot of fun. Towards the beginning it was a little bit weird because we were trying to figure out how to, you know, to do different transitions and angles and stuff like that. But towards the end, I thought everything really came together, and it was a really great broadcast and a really great event. And I think hopefully we impact some people who maybe aren't going to church regularly, and maybe by going to this event, they might be more interested in attending church, just because we drew them in with a wrestling event.
So this event was extremely memorable. It's a professional wrestling event. First time Life Church had hosted anything like this, anything close to this. First time our classes had done anything close to this. But it blew open the door for what these impact projects could be. So what started as, I have no idea what's going to happen, turned into, wow, this is something that we could do in the future, and a story I can tell to others. To say, all right, if you have an outside the box idea, I love outside the box ideas, just go for it. College is the time to try that, and to try it, to not let fear just push you into a box that you think should be these type of projects, just to go for it. And that's really a good lesson in life. If you've got something that's unique, outside the box, if you got something different, a gift inside of you, like, hey, I like this thing, people I know love this thing, and I want to just try something. Just to go for it. Use the gifts that God has created you without fear of failure. I'm so proud of this group. It's very memorable for me because we've never done anything like it before. And the outside the box idea that I love, that fearlessly just going for it.
Anything is possible, anything. But the only thing that will hold those dreams back, if you never dream about it, dream and dream big, because dreams do come true. So I actually worked in a factory for 34 years. I got this dog and Rory, and one thing led to another, and we opened up the Indianapolis Star one day, and there was an ad there that said, tournament coming up to Indianapolis, you know, dog frisbee. And so we went to this competition. We took a floppy flyer. I took a Pepsi and a bottle of water and my dog. And Roy placed second. That was his very first competition he ever went to. The very next year, he became a world champion. A friend of ours seen the show, and they said, you need to try out for America's Got Talent. And I said, what is America's Got Talent? And they said, it's a show on TV, you could win $1 million. And I said, well, I could use $1 million. That it was a 2-day audition, and over 10,000 people auditioned for this. I have never been in one place with so many people that thought they had talent. And what did I do? I threw plastic to a dog, and we made the cut.
Well, of course it's a yes from me.
Yes.
Yes.
You are going to Las Vegas. Congratulations.
I've made my decision, and my decision is it's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be Tony!
Congratulations!
Life got better. It got more enjoyable. We got to travel. We got to do things that most people never, ever get to do. And it's all because a dog wanted to catch a frisbee. My biggest supporter from day one, hands down, my wife, Sarah.
It was a lot of work, and it was difficult at times to get along because you have two different opinions on different things, but it all came out okay.
To this day, I have people, you were on America's Got Talent, you did this, you did that. Yeah, your name's Rory, right? That's my dog's name. But I never would tell them that. I would say, yeah, that's who it is, you know. That dog made me look good. And that was really, really hard to do. He was one of those dogs that is a 1 in a million. You know, you don't know what you have until you not got it anymore. This is Rory. He stays under our bed. It's his ashes. He's, like I say, he's with us all the time. This is the collar Rory wore. I got it for him, and we said I was never going to change it as long as he won, and I never had to change his collar because he kept winning. Rory passed away in 7/29 of 2016 at 5:50 in the evening. When Rory was gone or passed away, we got all kinds of different cards and things that people sent us that, you know, meant a lot to us because Rory meant a lot to them. Losing a pet, wow, man, it's one of the hardest things that you can go through, you know. And with Rory, he was a dog that he did everything for us. When a dog gets to be where they can't do anything and can't stand up and can't eat, you know, they tell you it's time, you know. And losing a dog or a pet, cat, I don't care what it is, if they're part of your family, it's tough, extremely tough. So all of our dogs, basically, they got older, and so did I. I don't think I was really ready to retire. I don't know if I can say I'm retired. I'm still real busy. I do a lot of action photography for high schools and college, and I do senior portraits, and so I keep busy. I had fun with my dogs because how many people, I guess you might say, how many people get to play with their dog for a living, you know? I mean, do I miss it? I miss that part of it. I miss it a lot. The entertainment part of it is just second to none, you know, to see people smile, you know, to be out on the field doing your show, you know, and you see your crowd and you see little kids just beaming, you know, with the big smile and telling their mom, did you see that? Did you know? And that was so cool. And then after the show, they wanted to pet the dogs. They want to take pictures with the dogs. They want to hug the dogs. That's the best part of it, is seeing the smiles that you can put on people's face. And if you can put one smile on one person's face during the course of the show, our show is a success.
Like I said before, I don't really see the need of you coming in here, Mr. Inspector. We always say here that our health is top priority. It's like no other here, okay? We make sure that we're the best place in New York City. Is that right, my friends? Yes, yes it is.
I understand that, Mr. Harvey, but it's my job. The health department insists.
Figures. Well, this place may look shabby, you may see something you don't want to see, but we got heart. And we are an honest establishment, okay? My grandfather, 50 years ago, created this place. And bada boom, he gave the position to my father, and bada bing, after my father retired, made this place my very own. And that's why you see this pristine establishment you see before your very eyes.
Pristine is one word for it.
We like to make sure that cleanliness is our number one priority. It's a good plate. And we want to make sure that our mantra here, and what I am giving to all these chefs, is that the customer is always right. Always. And that means we want to make sure we stay clean. We wash our hands at least once during our time in the kitchen every night.
How thorough of you.
Yes, it is. We like to have fun here, don't we? Don't we have fun? And I just have one question for you. No, I'm going to keep it blunt. Blunt! I just have to say, what's your verdict? Seriously, though.
My verdict, Mr. Harvey, is that this restaurant is not up to scratch. Honestly, I'm surprised that this place is still even open.
What health codes did we violate, huh? What stuff, huh?
Which ones didn't you violate? My word is final. I'm taking this report to the health department tomorrow morning. I hope you have your things in order.
You can't do this to me. My grandfather created this place. My father took it on after he died. My grandfather's dead. You think you could take away my restaurant? I'm not gonna let this happen. Ugh!
Not up to scratch.
Marcy. And here I thought I'd never see you on that stool again.
You're here early.
Just coming to see my favorite rock star. Still scratching that itch, I see.
Yeah, you say that, yet you refuse to sign me.
But if I would have signed you to a 5-record deal, you wouldn't have this glamorous gig managing the rock stars. Fitting, I think.
So you make my boys an offer or what?
Impress me, honey. Last chance. Good night.
Where's Juno's guitar?
Juno has it.
Of course.
Marcy, does my hair look different to you?
Your hair looks great, bud. Come on, let's go. I said 5 minutes.
I think it looks flat or something. First, I lose 114 Instagram followers. And now this.
Come on, let's go. Give me your hand. Come on. Alrighty, let's go. Can someone please get Pretty Boy some texture spray ASAP?
Please.
Not you.
So what do you do with it?
A water paintbrush?
Water paintbrush?
Wait. Are you serious?
What do you paint with it?
I mean, I normally go for the floor. Only thing is, it just takes forever, dude.
It can't be that hard. I mean, I bet I could paint the whole floor before Marcy pushes me up on stage.
You, my friend, got yourself a deal.
Marcy, just the man I wanted to see.
Not even close.
So about the song, I swear, I'm mega close. But I was thinking, maybe we could bring on Barker for an absolutely killer solo on the drums. You can make that happen, right?
Anything's better than Devin.
Whoa, dude. What's your issue?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact he hasn't shown up to rehearsal in weeks, or that he hasn't filled out any of the paperwork I've sent him. That's 4 minutes to curtain, and he's still not here. Devin, where the heck are you? You know the little hand on your fancy watch is the hour, right?
The audience can wait until I get there. You gotta chill out, Darcy. They love me. It's not that deep.
If I don't see your privileged little butt walk through that door within the next 30 seconds, good luck maintaining your position as band douchebag for much longer.
Guys, I got it. I know what's throwing me off. It's gotta be the jacket. So, we're just gonna swap that out real quick with the vet. Guys, I have no idea what to wear. I have 5 minutes and I have to be up there. I have no idea. I need some help, okay?
Are you kidding me, Joyner? This is easily the most important show of your career. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I do realize that because it's my career. And my fans need to see what I'm wearing before I go out up on stage.
You literally have a pre-picked outfit for you the stylist puts together for you for every show. You're basically a cartoon character.
La. I can't hear you because I am busy right now. Will you get out of my way, please?
Marcy.
Marcy,
I think I got the riff for the song.
I'm listening.
Dude. Okay, watch it, dude.
I'm almost done, all right?
All right, just give me that. Honestly, just give me that.
Hey,
please.
Macy!
Where are you?
Hey, my bad. But something came up, and a little busy, but it's pretty much a thank you. Family
You know
emergency.
what, Devin? No, you're done.
Done?
Yep.
No, I still don't know what I'm gonna be wearing. That's what I'm asking all of you. I'm asking all of you what I should wear. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Should I wear this? Should I wear the other jacket? I don't know. I still don't know. I have no idea.
Hustle!
I know.
I'm taking it.
I'm trying to.
This is mine.
Nothing's loading.
Marcy, I can take this on stage, right?
I don't care, just go. Marcy, where's Devin? The set sounds totally without a drummer.
I'll figure it out. Just get out there.
I love you so much.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
She's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and head out for the night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
¿Cómo está, abuelita? ¿Tiene hambre?
Enrique, hiciste tamales para cenar. ¿A qué se debe la ocasión?
Sí, cenar con usted siempre es una buena ocasión.
Tú no eres de ser cumplido. En serio, ¿a qué se debe la ocasión? Se requiere de mucho tiempo y trabajo para hacerlo.
¿En serio? Los hice para usted. Esa es la ocasión.
Entonces sí te pude criar bien. ¿Cómo te va en la escuela? ¿Estás bien en las clases?
Sí, me está yendo muy bien. De hecho, estoy aprendiendo mucho de mis profesores.
¿Y tienes novia?
Aún no tengo novia.
Oh, qué vergüenza. En mis tiempos tenía muchos muchachos enamorados de mí que no me podía quitar de encima.
No quiero saber esas cosas.
Estoy muy orgullosa de ti, Enrique. Harás muchas cosas buenas. Y sé que
Significa mucho para mí. Muchas gracias.
Hey, Enrique. Boss wants to see you.
I heard from other employees that you've been talking about adding more to the menu.
Well, I figured people want more variety than what we offer.
Why would they need more variety? We have a formula. That's how we do business. Changing it will only mess things up.
But we could do so much more. We have the resources. And anywhere else, they will want to do that.
Anywhere else? You're not leaving us for another place, are you? You are the best employee we have. If you quit, then you'll just be putting all that work on the rest of us.
I know, I'm sorry for bringing it up. I won't do it again.
Great to hear.
¿Cómo está, abuelita? ¿Ya no ha cuidado bien de usted?
Me asustaste, mijo. ¿Estás bien?
Lo siento, abuelita. Se me fue la onda.
Bueno, no me andes asustando así de esa manera. No es bueno para alguien de mi edad.
No, ya le dije que lo siento, abuelita. Usted no me anda asustando así.
¿Estás diciendo que doy miedo por ser vieja? Oh, qué vergüenza. No sé si me repondré de esta.
No. Usted está bella y joven. Perdón, abuelita.
Bueno, que no se te olvide eso.
What is this?
It's an avocado burger. Look, it's a unique way to make this diner stand out, and it's cheap, so it should definitely...
We're not doing this, Enrique. Why is this so hard for you to understand? Now, stop bringing this up. This is a busy diner, and we need you to be on board with the rest of us.
Because it's so hard to make 3 freaking dishes.
Excuse me?
I'm done.
You can't just walk away. After I gave you this opportunity to live out your passion, to cook.
You call this cooking? I want to make real dishes. I want to actually cook, not do whatever this sorry excuse of a diner does.
How dare you?
I don't care. I'm actually gonna do something with my life.
Enrique, I just know that you won't make it out there.
I'll never make it if I don't do anything. Go get someone else to flip your patties.
Enrique, ¿hiciste tamales para cenar? ¿Cuál es la ocasión?
Solo para usted, abuelita.
Oh, ¿qué pasó, mijo? No te he visto de esta manera antes.
Lo siento, abuelita. Es que me preocupa verla así. Sé que ahorita parece saludable, pero me preocupa que de repente usted...
¿Que me olvide otra vez de ti?
¿Usted lo sabe?
Por supuesto que lo sé. No es un gran truco de magia, suele pasar a veces, y más cuando comenzamos a envejecer.
Lo siento, abuelita. No sé qué más hacer. Sé que cuando cocino logro traerla de vuelta, pero ya no sé qué más.
Lo has hecho increíble. Estoy muy orgullosa de ti. Nada ha cambiado, pero sé cuando estás mintiendo.
Lo siento, abuelita. No quería preocuparla. Pero es que es muy difícil cuidar de usted y estudiar al mismo tiempo. Y la elijo a usted.
¿Es difícil cuidarme o dejarme ir? Jen es lo suficientemente capaz de cuidarme, pero por las noches necesito de alguien más que yo puedo cubrir, porque ahora necesito algo más que una buena comida.
Y yo quiero cocinar platillos deliciosos y los mejores. Pero usted es lo único que me queda. Y no sé cómo seguir así nomás.
Solo porque hay una hoja cubriendo el tamal, no significa que lo mejor no esté adentro. Aún te amaré y eso no cambiará. Pero también tendrás que amarrar esta hoja.
Usted es lo más preciado que tengo ahorita. Te amo.
Yo también te amo. Tú sí que haces los mejores tamales, mejor que yo alguna vez los hice. Levanta la cabeza, Enrique. Sé bueno. Oh, y por amor de Dios, cásate rápido. No es bueno que un muchacho de tu
Yep.
I woke swear you said to me, love may be dead, but love's still young.
The thing is life kind of sucks. You just gotta make money and pay rent. Music is like one of the best ways to just get out of that for a little bit.
Hello, I'm Luke Martin.
David Johnson.
And I'm Ellie Dice.
We're lost Mary. Mostly. How did we start? Well, DJ was still playing guitar. He built this cigar box guitar. I saw him one day, I'm like, that's cool. And at that time, I just picked up guitar and I wanted to play. And then I didn't talk to DJ for almost a year. I kept on playing and then we reconnected.
But it wasn't until after we graduated that we're a band, came up with the name Lost Mary. Ended up living out of the car and kept making music. Yeah, this was our home.
For about 3 months.
This was Luke's bed in his room.
And then we would have our guitars back here and our backpacks. You could see one of the signs in here still that we used when we were hitchhiking. That was actually our biggest successful sign, because we held up like 3 or 4, never got rides until we had rabies free since July, which I got off of another hitchhiker. Oh, it's June, not July. So what we held up to passerbys, mostly old women picked us up. That's all she wrote, Jack.
And it's been interesting coming into a dynamic that already existed. You know, it's not as though the band was formed and there was the 3 of us right at the beginning. And so it has been interesting to kind of see where I fall into that kind of dynamic.
Yes, we do own a painting company, and we've probably worked way too many hours in the painting company to see it somewhat successful. I've never enjoyed painting, and it's been a thing that we're very good at, but we can make money off of it. So we're in a catch-22 because we're the best painters in town, but we hate it.
Yeah, but we gotta make money, we gotta survive. Painting is all we have.
Another thing that hampers us is DJ's hearing. He's technically deaf.
No, I just have a rare thing in my ears, but it's fixable.
So how many procedures have you had done to try and fix everything?
Oh no, it's 4. We had 2 back in college.
Oh,
and
that's
then
right.
2 recently.
Because they got to rebuild my eardrum, and there was a couple that failed at getting the hearing back, which is a bummer. But yeah, it's really tough to play music live because I just can't hear what's going on. So I just got to imagine that what I'm playing is correct, which is probably why a lot of the stuff we've done in the past has just been studio work.
In an ideal world, yes, it would be great to play music full time, but the thing is we hate playing live because of DJ's hearing, and then I also just hate getting up on stage. We're mostly in the sphere of writing music. We like recording. It can be tough though. Being your late 20s, you gotta make money, you gotta pay bills, you gotta live life and become self-sufficient. Music is another full-time job. Pursuing a dream that might not even actualize.
No, it's a different thing to play live. But it is fun to see people enjoying it. But I almost prefer people sitting on the couch, back here, enjoying it.
We have up here Ellie Dice. This is one of her songs called Sidewalk.
Night air full of burning, whispered suggestion of tall grass. I'm doing quite well. I'm glad you asked. Now I know that we're running out of sidewalk. Just to feel I am on the other side of my love. Oh, it's enough. You got terrible eyes. Oh, I wish they'd quit staring at me.
How do you think the show went today?
The show went mediocre, in my opinion.
Really?
It was hard with the monitors. The sound system was very tough. Apparently it sounded good on the outside, but we just couldn't hear anything.
I mean, what you were saying, you guys don't love doing live stuff. Very different to be on a stage versus in this room, all facing one another.
When we're practicing in here, we could just really dive into the sound and feel it more. The soul, the passion doesn't translate as well. But
Yeah, it's a lot harder to get in touch
Yeah.
emotionally with the music when you don't feel surrounded by it.
Here's the thing, me and DJ aren't technically friends. There has been multiple occasions that we almost killed each other. I wanted to beat the bleep out of DJ.
Turns out like once every 2 years, we just fight.
It can get very messy. When we lived out in a car in Colorado, it got messy. Living in the confines of like this, we just get underneath each other's skins. I mean, everyone's been married. They know what I'm talking about.
We're not married. I think because we've been like living in the same place for so long, whatever we're angry about, it's easiest just to take it out on him, or him take it out on me.
So we've decided this past year that we're not even really technically friends, we're business partners. And that's what made it easier.
Are you guys joking or is that true?
It's actually more true than
most people believe it. DJ and I realized that things aren't usually as beautiful as green meadows and butterflies. You really have to put in a lot of tears, sweat, and blood into something that you love in order to get a product that you love.
And I think it's hard too, because for me, I'm so much younger than both of you. Obviously, it's really nice to have your guys' perspective on things because you've lived more. Definitely different, and I very much have appreciated being around when you guys have conversations about life and being young and being old and you know, when things get hard.
See, we're not that good at getting through hard times. We just kind of
Exist through them.
Yeah.
We've had some success in the music and then failure in the music, and then the self-doubt is the thing that hurts us the most because none of us have any confidence whatsoever. I'm not a musician at heart. DJ is. He doesn't have his hearing, and so it makes it very tough to put ourselves in a position that we feel comfortable.
Do you think that if music stopped, would we still be friends?
Probably.
Yeah. Would you guys still be friends and would we still be friends if no more music?
If me and DJ didn't have music, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
One of you would end up killing the other.
Probably. Or we'd try to start some crazy business.
Just fades away. Well, I told you, we're just getting old. It's hard enough to be living anyways. And tomorrow.
said he was sorry, and we all mess up.
I just don't know if I can do it.
When we love one another, we can forgive each other, even when they may not deserve it. Love is a place we can find in one another. It's without any borders or walls.
Hey, Milo. Mongo, what are you doing? You're awake. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Am I actually talking to you? This feels so real.
Whoa, hey, watch yourself. You don't see me rubbing my grubby little fingers all over your face, do you?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know how to process this. How are you?
We can skip the pleasantries, Milo. I'm just here to help you out a little.
With what?
You're stuck in a rut, and I'm the tow truck. Now, do you have any idea where you are?
I don't think so.
Come on, Milo. I can pull all I want, but you've got to take it out of park. Now try a little harder, pal.
Wait. I've seen that car before.
Think hard.
This is the field my mom and I would pass on our way to church when I was a little kid. I think this is my earliest memory.
What do you remember?
She always had a cigarette. But not once we got closer to church. She would say God could see her then. I don't think I remember a word of those sermons. I just remember the fan, her hands through my hair.
What about it?
I don't know. I guess that was just peace.
And then you met me.
What am I to do with all these pies?
Well, we can't eat them all by ourselves. I think we should share them with all our friends.
No, honey, it's our friends deserve their share.
I'm sorry. Our friends deserve their share. I've got it.
I need you to actually try this time. We can't afford you screwing up this line again. Do you know it?
Yes, I think so.
Don't just say yes, Milo. I need you to actually lean into this. This audition means everything. They liked you at the first audition, but you are gonna have to fight. So sit up straight, chin up. What's the line?
Well, we can't eat them all by ourselves. Our friends deserve their share.
I think I can eat them all by myself.
Mongo, you can't do that.
Why not? Who's gonna stop me?
I saw you 6 days a week.
It was my entire life.
Do you remember what she would say to you?
What?
It's on the. Ah! He made it!